Hello, hello. Welcome back again. Some more LoFi yoga where my hair is a mess, the sequences are oft forgotten, and my props are always in the way. First things first, let's synchronize ourselves. Take a deep breath in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 3, 2, 1. And release. 2, 3, 4. So this general theme for today's session is about work-life balance and, taking better care of yourself, I guess. So let's get into it, guys. Bear with me while I get used to thinking out loud and in public. It's really not something I'm used to. I'm just never been the kind of person to share their thoughts. I'm always living in my head. It's just how it is. So I am very unfamiliar with propagating my thoughts in this way. It's an adjustment, but I'm getting used to it. I think the aspect of work that's always tough for me is the fact that I am literally astrologically inclined to be work-centered. 6th house, Virgo sun. I've got so many placements in the 6th house as well. Not just my sun. So it's all focused on work, and I'm trying really hard to separate myself from that mentality and get out of it a little bit. But it's hard for me, especially when I've always been the kind of person to not place as much value as I should on my own efforts, energy, time, just myself in general, unfortunately. And it's something that I am working towards, is learning that I contribute a lot more than I seem to think that I do, and that the things that I do have a high value. And for me, it just feels like I'm moving from a place of ego or being narcissistic in a way, but it's just the normal level of self-worth. But coming from 0, it feels like 100, And I guess me working so hard is trying to achieve that external validation and having somebody be like, you know what, I'm glad you're here, you're the best, because I don't say those things to myself. And over the last 6 months specifically, I've found myself joking. It started out joking and saying, oh, I'm the best there ever was, nobody's ever going to be better than me, I'm untouchable, I'm a god among men. And I'm saying these things jokingly to try to hype myself up. And now I kind of have been saying it less jokingly. I'm acknowledging the fact that I am good at what I do because I am so astrologically work-centered. It's ingrained in me to be good at my job. And it's just weird for me to be able to praise myself in that way, but I know the truth. Something else that I'm learning is I can't make my passions my job. I know that that's the advice that everybody likes to give, is that, find a job that that aligns with your interests, and then you don't work a day in your life if you love what you do. But the problem for me is that if my passion is my job, then the last thing I want to do when I go home is that thing. And so then I don't have anything to do when I go home. And so what I ended up finding myself doing all the time was going to work, eating, sleeping, and repeat every single day. And like, I kind of backed myself into a corner. Well, I didn't back myself into a corner. So, background. I've been a baker, pastry, whatever person for about a decade. I went to school for it, straight out of high school, went to culinary school. Super dedicated to the art of baking. Fell in love with making bread. And last year, I actually discovered that I have celiac disease. So, the one thing that I love to do the most is actually probably not the best career choice for me, especially since if there was flour in the air, I'm sneezing, my eyes are watering, my nose is running. I actually couldn't do my job. I had to bake with a mask on for like years. And like, if that's not just a sign from the universe that you are not in the right place doing the right thing, I don't know what is. But sometimes the universe is subtle and like sends little signals and messages and gives you hints that maybe you're not on the right path. But me literally being allergic to my job couldn't have been more of a, you don't need to be doing this. And so now I'm learning, because I made my passion my job and now I can no longer pursue that, I need to do something else. And I can't really bake professionally anymore because of my allergies. I don't want to have to wear a mask to do my job. Like, that's just ridiculous. Like, I'm in a room alone and I still have a mask on because there's flour in the air. I can't do that anymore. And so now I have to seek out avenues for making money in ways that aren't related to that. And now it's making me realize I can just do whatever for a job, and it doesn't have to actually mean anything other than this is how I make my money. And I feel like this is definitely leading me onto a different pathway, and it's protecting the things that I'm passionate about and keeping them as passions instead of trying to monetize those things and killing them. What I'm really learning to embrace lately is the idea that passion projects, hobbies, whatever you want to call it, those are things that are meant to be food for your soul. And I got so wrapped up in the work treadmill hamster wheel thing where I was always working and eating and sleeping and then going back to work, and then I realized that I was saving the food for my soul for the days that I didn't work, and 2 days is not enough. You can't eat 2 days a week and then not eat anything for 5 days and think that you're going to be functioning well. Like, it's not going to kill you. Like, you can survive just eating 2 days a week, but you're not going to be living as well as you could be if you ate every day. And so now I'm learning that I need to eat or engage in things outside of my job in order to be healthy and happy and to feel like a person instead of just a weird machine, which I definitely fall into that mode a lot. Again, that's the work gene, my astrological chart, all about work, no play. So, something that might be good to do right now, something that I plan on doing later today, is listing ways that I feed my soul. What are things that I do each day that are just for me? self-care stuff like bathing, eating, like that stuff, it can count, but I feel like there needs to be a little more. Like that's just not enough. Like you really do need to have a thing that you do. So something to meditate on. What are the things that you do every day that are just for you and that are things that feed your soul? And if you can't come up with anything, what are small shifts that you can make to encourage the feeding of yourself? What are some things that you're doing or tasks that you have taken on that maybe you can let go of or put down to make room for yourself? Is there something that you are doing or holding space for that doesn't benefit you? I just wanted to say thank you for sitting with me and listening. Hopefully it was illuminating in some way. Go ahead and center ourselves. Take a deep breath and get ready to face the world. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 3, 2, 1. And out, 2, 3, 4. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and thanks again.